Dad may have said, because I know I was the youngest of five, and even though we were very well off, I kind of felt my father was always looking to sort of manage, the money that we had. And so I may have, I don't think I did, but I may have, as the youngest child, thought, well, the reason that, money is hard is my fault because I'm the fifth child. If they didn't have me, then maybe we wouldn't have a struggle.
Now, if someone goes to you and says, "Oh, I'm struggling financially," and you realize it's a limiting belief, what kind of processes might you go through to identify and then help them overcome those beliefs?
Yeah, so I'm all about the energy stuff, and Ali and I do workshops together, and we actually just did a recent one on overcoming blocks around relationships themselves and also finances. And a lot of it is, I think we even mentioned it a few weeks ago, Paul, but it's just like, how did you grow up with money? What were the stories that were told that surrounded you about money? Like, money doesn't grow on trees, you have to work hard to get money. So all these sort of beliefs that were instilled in us as we go up. So I would start up with, what is your relationship with money? What is it? Is it evil? Do you see money as evil? Successful people, they're evil because they've made lots of money. Do you want to jump in here, Al? But this is how we started off with our discussions with people's, their
I
relationship.
agree. All our conditioning, well, 95% of our conditioning, and that's just a big pluck, comes from when we were children. So, and sometimes it's even from generations behind us. So, it's all about working out, where did you get these thoughts, these beliefs? And I was actually listening to something on. I've just driven up to Melbourne, driven down to Melbourne from Canberra, and I was listening to some books on Audible, and they were talking about implicit beliefs and explicit beliefs. So explicit beliefs are the ones that you have. Like, I'm not very good at managing money is one that you have. But implicit beliefs are the ones that are kind of hidden behind in your mind. You might not even know. And often they do come from when we were children. And it may have been, even if you didn't have your parents saying stuff like money doesn't grow on trees, if you heard your parents fighting about money, then that would be, particularly as a child, because you think everything is about you as a child, so that would have gone somewhere into your unconscious mind, and you may have found that you may have thought that you were the cause of this money problem between mum and dad. So that's so deep. That's even deeper than, money doesn't grow on trees, because you may have thought, dad may have said, because I know I was the youngest of five, and even though we were very well off, I kind of felt my father was always looking to sort of manage, the money that we had. And so I may have, I don't think I did, but I may have, as the youngest child, thought, well, the reason that, money is hard is my fault because I'm the fifth child. If they didn't have me, then maybe we wouldn't have a struggle. So those sort of things are the things that we take in without even knowing we've taken in. So it's really trying to unpack all those things and sort of like peeling back the onion, to use that metaphor that we use all the time, is working out. So, tell me about in your family what happened about money. What sort of conversations were had about money? So, yes, were there any stories that were told either about, money doesn't grow on trees or whatever else? But going even deeper to sort of unpack the things that people don't necessarily know, and that will vary from individual to individual.
I think the key point is to identify the the cords of negativity attached, because what we're trying to do is cut those cords, right? So where are these cords embedded, and where are we feeling them in our body? So it's really getting down to this root cause of where is it coming from, and identifying that so that we can cut it, because this is heavy, sort of dark, heavy energy. And it's just, that's, if you're attracting from this space, you're going to attract more of that. So the more you step in out of the darkness into the lightness around it, and feeling that beautiful abundance, like I always visualize just throwing money, right? Because I love it, just throwing money. And it's not evil. Like some of the things that I had written down here, I can't handle money, particularly for women. I'm no good at it. I leave it to my husband, or, dad helps me or whatever. I have to work hard for my money. money doesn't buy you happiness, only rich get richer, money is the root of all evil, money doesn't grow on trees, like we said, money flies out the window, you know, it's hard to hang on to, it just goes, it slips through my fingers. You know, these are, imagine playing that out all the time subconsciously, you know, because it's just an autopilot pattern that's just going on and going on. So you're resonating that energy out, and so that's what you're going to attract in. So when you can flip it to the lighter side and feel like we've always been talking about, Paul, that beautiful, like this is awesome, because for me this is what it provides me in my lifestyle, you know, ability to travel, like to hang out with Ali, do fun things, you know, go out to a restaurant. So it's just like the lightness of the money, because it's just a it's called a medium, or whatever you call it, into providing this step into a greater lifestyle. So it's cutting the cords of this negative stuff dragging us back down, but it's the key is identifying where it's come from, and then feeling where it is within your body as well. You know, is it making, when you talk about money or thinking about your bills, do you feel constriction in your throat, or does your tummy tighten up? And then you peel it off, like Ali was saying, peeling it off deeper to say what's really going on with here. You know, where did it first get embedded in me? Where did it get anchored in? Anchored into my DNA, into my energy system? You know, was it like at the age of 7, like Ali was saying, it might be, oh no, we can't afford it, you know, and go, oh, I feel like it's my fault because I was the last one born, and it stopped us all from going to Luna Park or whatever it is, because it's too expensive for the family. And so you're blaming yourself, and you're carrying this guilt. So you've got guilt attached to your money, and that's the cord that you want to cut. Like, it's a bit of a deep conversation, but once you get your head around it, then it just becomes easy to go, oh, right, that's what it is, you know. And it's like the other week, it was my nest egg that I was going to get to. That was the root cause. I cut that cord, and then the lightness comes in. So you want to bring the lightness in around money, so that it's just like we get a smile when we talk about money, rather than that heaviness of like debts, you know, commitment, bills, mortgage, all that sort of dark energy. You know, that's just part of life. If we can accept it and flip it into the lightness, you can already, when you start to think about it, you feel that lightness within you. Do you get what I'm talking about, Paul?